All right. So in your day-to-day life, we all have seen equations, right, which are linear in nature. So जब मैं बोल रही हूँ linear equations का मतलब क्या हुआ? जिनमें जो आपका variable involved है, उसकी जो degree है, that is 1. That equation is known as linear equation. So you see, if you see this equation, 3x plus 5, so say this is 3x plus 5 is equal to 2, right? So this type of equation is known as linear equation. So here the degree of x and y, here the degree of x is 1, right? और अगर मुझे इसे solve करना हो, आपको पता है, one thing is visible. If I take x is equal to -1, so left hand side and right hand side, they are both equal. So means x is equal to -1 is one root of this equation. Now the question is this the only root? हमें पता है कि since हमारे पास degrees equation की 1 है, तो 1 degree equation will have one root. Then if I consider this equation, 3x plus 5y is equal to 2. So again you see now this is equation with two variables x and y. और दोनों की जो पावर है, x की पावर भी 1 है, y की पावर भी 1 है. So this is linear equation in x and y. Now the question is, am I able to find the roots of this equation? Again, yes, I can say you take x is equal to -1. You take x is equal to -1 and you take y is equal to 1. So again, -1 and y satisfy this equation. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. Both are equal to 2. So we have got one root. Now the question is it possible to find the general roots of this equation? Is it possible to find all the integral roots of this equation? ऐसा तो है नहीं कि -1 लेने से या 1 लेने से ही इसके सारे roots निकल गए हैं. So are there any other possibilities by which we can find? Right? So answer is yes. There are general methods by which we can find the roots of this equation. Right? So to begin with this equation, so any equation of this form, any equation of the form ax plus by is equal to c. So this equation is known as linear Diophantine equation. So this type of equation we'll be dealing in this chapter. So if you see the name of the chapter, this is chapter 3rd. The name of the chapter is Diophantine equation, right? So you see linear Diophantine equation. Why it is linear? Because the degree of both x and y are 1. So an equation in two unknowns of the form ax plus by is equal to c, where, so as we are in number theory, so for us a, b and c are integers. So where a, b, c belongs to z is called a linear Diophantine equation. Yes. Now you see, okay, before I move further, so can you tell me what are the roots of this equation? So when I'm saying roots of the equation means the value of x, y, z. What is the value of this? What are the roots of this equation? Obviously this is going to be 0 because 0 into x is 0, 0 into y is 0, 0 into z is 0. This is 0. So can you tell me what are the values of x, y, z which will satisfy this equation?
Ma'am, any integer.
You give me any x, I will say it will satisfy the equation. So you see, so similarly, if I come to two variables, so 0 into x plus 0 into y is equal to 0. So this equation is satisfied for any x and y. So you see, if a is equal to b is equal to c is equal to 0, then every xy is solution of the equation. So we are not bothered about the case जब ये तीनों variables 0 हैं. Right? So now again, you see, what is the solution of this equation? So 0 into x plus 0 into y is equal to 3. What is the solution of this equation?
No solution.
No solution, you see, because left hand side is 0 into x plus 0 into y. So left hand side is 0 and right hand side is 3. Obviously 0 can never be equal to 3. So this equation has no solution. So you see, this is the second point which I have written. If a is equal to b is equal to 0, so if left hand side is 0 and right hand side is c, where c is not equal to 0, then there is no solution. Right? So we have discussed two cases. When all of them is 0, then there are lot many solutions. So every xy is solution. When the left hand side a and b are 0 and c is not equal to 0, then there is no solution, right? Now then, so there is one case which is left. So when at least one of them is non-zero. So either A is non-zero or B is non-zero, right? Now the question arises, does this equation has a solution? So here GCD tells you the answer. So if you see the next article, right? In this chapter, there is only one article, this article, right? So this article proof has been asked in exam. So please do this article sincerely, right? So you see what this article says, AX plus BY is equal to C, where ABCs are integers and A and B are not both zero. Because अगर ये दोनों zero हो गए तो हमने ऊपर ये केस कंसिडर कर लिए हैं, हमने देख लिया क्या होगा. तो सपोज इन दोनों में से कोई एक zero नहीं है, has a solution. So now this is the criteria. So this equation AX plus BY is equal to C has a solution if and only if D divides C. So where D is the GCD of A and B. So when the GCD of A and B will divide C, then the equation will have a solution. And this is both way round. अगर इसका solution है तो D GCD A और B का C को divide करेगा, और अगर GCD A और B का C को divide कर रहा है तो equation का solution है. Right? This is the second part. If x1 y1 is any one of the solution. So पहली चीज तो हमने ये चेक कर ली कि इसका solution कब exist करता है. सोल्यूशन एग्जिस्ट करता भी है या नहीं करता है. ओके, इफ सोल्यूशन एग्जिस्ट तो हमने क्या किया, इसका कोई एक सोल्यूशन निकाल लिया. आई विल टेल यू द मेथड हाउ टू फाइंड द सोल्यूशन. सो इफ x1 y1 is any one of the solution, then the other solutions are given by, so you see x, any general solution will be one, x is equal to x1 plus, so this formula you will remember, b by d into p, where p belongs to z. So p is any arbitrary integer. So x is equal to x1 plus b by d. What was d? What was d?
GCD of A and B.
GCD of A and B. So x is equal to x1 plus b by d into p, where p belongs to z, and y is equal to y1. यहाँ minus आएगा. See, x के साथ दूसरी टर्म आएगी, b आएगी, और y के साथ a आएगा with minus sign. A by d into p, where p belongs to z. So अगर मुझे एक solution इसका पता है, so this one solution I will find out, x1 y1, right? Then the general solution is given by this formula. So you can very much check what this question which we have written. So this question, let me write this question on the top. So you can check whether this formula is working here. So you see, so 3x plus 5y is equal to 2. हमने ये लिखा था. So if you see here, A is 3, B is 5, and C is 2. And what is GCD of A and B, beta? What is GCD of 3 and 5?
1.
1. Both the numbers are prime numbers. Yes, both the numbers are prime numbers. So their GCD is 1, right? So it means, so this is equal to say D, and D is 1. And clearly, D divides C, because 1 divides every number. Is it fine, bache?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So you see, therefore, by the this theorem, 1 is solvable. So मेरी जो solution equation है, उसका solution exist करता है. और अभी हमने बिना theorem के देखा solution क्या था. हमने एक solution अभी निकाला था, x1 is equal to -1 and y is equal to 1. हमने by hit and trial से हमें दिखा था कि ये इसका solution है. Now you see, let us try to write the general solution. So what will be the general solution? So general solution is, so GS is general solution. X is equal to x1. x1 कितना है बेटा? -1 plus -1 plus b. b कितना था? You see here 5 over d. d कितना है?
1.
So no need to divide. P and y is equal to y1. So y1 is 1. This is y1. 1 minus a. A is how much? 3 into p, where p belongs to integers. So you see, p is arbitrary. p की वैल्यू देते जाओ, आपको सोल्यूशन मिलता जाएगा. अगर आप p को 0 पुट कर दोगे तो आपको -1 1 मिलता जाएगा. You take any value of p. You know, p is integral. You take any integral. Let me take p is equal to 10. Let us check. So you see x क्या हो जाएगा? -1 plus 50. So this is how much? 49. And y कितना हो जाएगा? 1 minus 30 minus 29. चेक करें एक बार कि ये सोल्यूशन है. So let us check. 3x. So 3 into 49 minus 5 into y. Because y के साथ माइनस साइन है, -29 है, इसलिए माइनस लिखा है मैंने. 5 into 29 मल्टीप्लाई करो जरा. 3 into 49 कितना होता है? So you see 147 minus 145 is how much? 2. Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Give P any value. You give P 100, 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000. You will keep on getting solutions of this equation. And देखने से हमें लग रहा था कि इस equations के ऐसे भी roots होंगे. So see the beauty of this article. Just it's so easily. This article has told us the number of the roots of this equation. Is it fine, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
So are you able to admire this article? What is the benefit of this article? So just by getting one root, you will be able to talk about any possible root of this equation. So proof wise, proof is very, very easy. We will apply the definitions, whatever we have done so far. So let us see what we have to do. अभी हमें ये proof करना है कि the solution exists. So ax plus by is equal to c has a solution if and only if the GCD divides C. हम पहले ये वाला part proof करेंगे, right? So you see, now first we have assumed that, let me raise this all. So you see, the equation is this one. Equation is ax plus by. I've written the proof here. So this is ax plus by is equal to c. So let us focus. So you see, if अगर इन दोनों में से कोई एक भी 0 हो गया, if this any one of them is 0, so you see ax plus by is equal to c. So ax plus by is equal to c. If any one of them is 0, so say b is 0, तो equation क्या बन गई? ax is equal to c. Yes. So obviously from here you can find the value of x.
Yes, ma'am.
So we can find the value of x. Right? So what I want to say, if one of the variable is 0, then the solution is very much trivial. So x की value यहाँ से कितनी आ गई? C by a. You give any value to y. You give any value to y because b is 0. तो b 0 है तो y का रोल खत्म ही हो जाएगा. So this will be the solution of the equation. So you see, if one of a and b is 0, then ax plus by is equal to c has a solution. So this is a trivial case, right? So let us move to the next case when both of them are non-zero. So let a is not equal to 0 and b is not equal to 0. So पहले हम assume कर रहे हैं कि ax plus by is equal to c has a solution. We will prove that the GCD will divide c. We will do this part. Now let ax plus by is equal to c has a solution and say the solution is x naught comma y naught. So we have assumed that the equation has a solution and we will prove that okay, so we have assumed it has a solution. Say the solution is x naught y naught and we have to prove that d divides c. So solution x naught y naught है तो वो equation को satisfy करेगा. So ax naught plus by naught is equal to c. Now what is d? D is the GCD of a and b. So but just we will apply definition. So it means what? D will divide a and d will divide b, right? So if d is dividing a and d is dividing b, so it means what? D will divide, हमें c पे जाना है तो c कैसे मिल रहा है? ax naught plus by naught. So we will try to create that. So d divides a, इसका मतलब d will divide ax naught and d will divide by naught. तो d इनके sum को भी divide करेगा और sum इनका कितना है? c. So therefore d divides c. That's it. Is it clear, बच्चे?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So just definition. Converse also the definition is there. अब कन्वर्सली हमें क्या गिवन है, गिवन है d डिवाइड c. तो d डिवाइड c का मतलब क्या हुआ, c इज इक्वल टू d इंटू सम इंटीजर, so the integer is l, so c is equal to dl. अब हमें क्या गिवन है, d is the GCD of a and b. हमें इक्वेशन पे जाना है, इक्वेशन डाइफेंटाइन इक्वेशन का सोल्यूशन शो करना है. तो ऑब्वियसली हमें पता है कि लीनियर कॉम्बिनेशन लिखने के लिए हमें GCD की हेल्प मिलती है. So you see d is the GCD of a and b, so it means there exist some integers x1 y1 such that ax1 plus by1 is equal to d. अब मुझे पता है अगर मैं so यहां से c की वैल्यू कितनी थी, c is dl, तो I will multiply this equation with l, I will multiply this equation with l. So what I'll get, ax1l plus by1l is equal to dl. और मुझे पता है dl क्या होता है, dl is c, so a into x1l plus b into y1l is equal to c. So that's it, हमें एक solution मिल गया. The solution which I've got is what, x1l comma y1l. So you see this equation has a solution, and the solution is what, x1l comma y1l. Is it clear? Girls, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, so we have proved both way around. अगर d divides c, then the equation has a solution. Conversely, अगर equation का solution है, तो the d will divide c. Now let us see the next part. Now we have to find the general root. We have to find the general solution, right? So here you see now, right? So we have what? We have proved that the solution exists. Now we will move to any solution. So now you see the given equation is what, ax plus by is equal to c. So let one solution to हमें पता है, say we have x1 y1, so let x1 y1 be any solution. So x1 y1 be a solution, particular solution, one solution, right? And let x2 y2 be any other solution. Right, so x2 y2 इसका कोई और solution है, तो इसका मतलब है वो equation को satisfy करेगा. So therefore a into x2 plus b into y2 is equal to c. So you see this is equation number 2. A into x2 plus b into y2 is equal to c. So let us subtract the main equation from this equation. So what you'll get, a into x minus x2 plus b into y minus y2 is equal to 0. So let us take this term on, let us separate the terms. A wali term ek side pe, b wali term ek side pe, right? So now we see these two terms are, so a into x minus x2 is same as b minus b into y minus y2. Ab again, what was d? D was the GCD of a and b. So again, d will divide a and d will divide b, right? So this we have already seen number of times. So if I write a, so a is what, d into some number, and b is what, again d into some number m, where GCD of l and m is 1. So हमने क्या किया, वो जो इक्वेशन हमने सेपरेट करी थी उसमें a और b की वैल्यू पुट कर दी. a की वैल्यू कितनी है dl और b की वैल्यू कितनी थी dm. दोनों साइड से dd कैंसिल हो गया. So what do you get, l into x minus x2 is equal to m into y minus y2. तो यहाँ से क्या आ गया, if you see on the left hand side, so l into some number is equal to, so l into this whole number x minus x2 is equal to m into some number. So यहाँ से क्या आ गया, m divides this number, right? But m और l का GCD तो 1 है, तो ये तो एक दूसरे को डिवाइड कर नहीं सकते. So what do you get, m divides x minus x2. So if you see, what is the value of x minus x2? So x minus x2 is equal to m into some integer p, where p is from z, p is integer. So from here, what is the value of x? So x is equal to x2 plus mp. And if you see from this relation, what was m? M was, so b was dm. So what was m? M is b by d. So x is equal to what? x2 plus b by d into p. यही प्रूफ करना था, x is equal to x2 plus b by d into p. So here we have notation wise here in the notes I have taken x2 y2 as one particular solution जो हमने फाइंड कर ली है, because ऊपर वाले पार्ट में हमने x1 y1 यूज किया है, इसलिए नोटेशन वाइज मैंने यहाँ पे x2 y2 वो सॉल्यूशन रखा है जो हमने निकाला है, राइट? Now you see, अब मुझे दूसरा solution निकालना है. हमने अभी proof किया था a into, so this relation I'm talking of, the previous relation. So is this one. अब मैं इस relation को use करूंगी. a into x minus x2 is equal to b into y minus y2 minus y. तो अगर हम इस relation में x minus x2 की value put कर दें, so you see what is the value of x minus x2? X minus x2 is mp. Yeah, from the star relation, x minus x2 की value कितनी आ गई? b by d into p. So here also b into y2 minus y. So b will cancel. So y is what? y2 minus a by d into p. That's it. Is it fine, बच्चे? Beta, anybody having any
Yes,
doubt?
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So you see, we have. Let me just conclude the result. तो जब भी आपके पास Diophantine equation है, ax plus by is equal to c. So very first step you should check is whether the equation is solvable or not. So this equation is solvable if and only if GCD of a and b divides c. Then second thing is you have to find one particular solution, x1, y1. So this is one particular solution. This you have to find of your own, either by hit and trial or method I'll give you. And then the last step is, so general solution. So here if you see everything is integer, so we will have general integral solution is what? X is equal to x1. So x के साथ दूसरी टर्म आएगी. So b by d into p and y is equal to y1 minus a by d into p, where p belongs to integers. So these are the three steps which you will be following in this one, right? So all the questions are of similar type, nothing new. Whole of this chapter has only one exercise, this one, and almost all the questions are of this type only. Is it clear, bache? Anybody having doubt in this?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Right, so what you do for today, you just revise this theorem, right? So if you have any doubt, you ask me. So tomorrow I'll start with the questions based on this theorem. Tomorrow we'll do some questions from the exercise and some examples. Is it fine, beta?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, beta. Thank you, beta.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'll just share
Thank you,
immediately after
ma'am.
the class. I'll share these notes also.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, beta. Okay.